curious, as a state director, how do you pass down some of the changes to the manual to the directors in your state?
Sure. So we are actually preparing for our state conference, which is coming up.
Mm,
And at that conference, we will, as a delegation, I think all of our delegation will be in attendance. We have an allotted time on our agenda to review the changes that were proposed, the changes that were passed, the changes that were defeated, as well as the list of things that Tennessee specifically is choosing to go above and beyond what the NCST manual has. With that, the NCST manual, we have language where we essentially adopt that. If you look at NCST manual versus Tennessee specs, it's copy and paste with the exception of about a dozen or so specific points where we're a little bit tighter on
okay.
some line items. The items that we are proposing as a delegation to go above and beyond now, we will survey out to our stakeholders because some of those do become unfunded mandates, but we are looking at it through the eyes of safety. So we do involve our stakeholders because ultimately they're the ones that may be footed with the bill for things that we may want to add to the school bus. We do a lot of data research each year to see what already exists across districts and charters and operations to before we look at making those shifts. If we already have something that is 90% being purchased on 90% of buses across the state that's optional, we look at that as a good opportunity to move that into a mandated spec item. And most of those are not retrofit items. None that I can think of would be retrofit. It would just be moving forward. So we do a lot of involvement with the stakeholders across the board. And then, that timeline does allow for them to prepare. So it's not something that they're going to have to go back and ask for a budget amendment immediately for. Some may have to, but we do a lot of one-on-one involvement and input from our districts.